Yes, hello everybody. This Ray from Ray's United, and I'm back, people. I'm back. The Pi Core team will stop at nothing. Now, in this case, when I'm talking about the Pi Core team, I am talking about the Pi founders, Chen Fan and Nicholas Kokalis. They will stop at nothing to preserve their quote unquote their project. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot has happened, and most of you would tend not to understand precisely what's going on when it comes to Pi Network. But let me give you a little background. I've been with Pi for almost 6 years now, with under a month away, as in when I'm doing this video, to be 6 years on this project. So, at least as a pioneer and as a content creator on Pi Network, it's been almost 5 years. So, you can imagine what I've seen over the years in terms of information flow, in terms of communication, in terms of um, paying attention to other Pi Core team members, and all of that. However, I'm going to give you my reasons why I believe the Pi Core team, and in this case, the Pi founders, let me rephrase it, the Pi founders will stop at nothing. Smash the like button, smash the subscriber button, become a member. Lots of members, obviously, people becoming members now because they've seen I'm doing members shows, which means that you, the members, will get to see certain things that nobody else will see. And that particular series is called The Dark Side of Pi Network. You are going to see that if you're a member. Of course, you'll be able to watch it live or watch the recorded version. Very short. When I come back, it's on. Guys, I'm back. This is Ray from Ray's United, and of course, you're welcome. You're welcome, and smash that like button. Of course, smash the subscriber button. Become a member. Let's watch this channel grow. Let's get to whatever number we want to get to. Let's let the sky be our limit. Join this channel because this is where you're gonna understand what Pi Network is all about. This is where you're gonna get breaking news. This is where you're gonna get certain things that you will not see or hear anywhere else. Listen, thank you so much for smashing that like button and subscribing and sharing the content. Now, let me go straight to the point. It's going to be a short one. So, the Pi founders will stop at nothing. Listen, I'm going to break it down into two different sections. The part where I believe I understand where they're coming from, and the part where I don't understand where they're coming from, or where I do understand, but I don't agree with where they're coming from. So let's do this. Right. So where I agree with them, I did they will stop at nothing is, when you've built something, obviously initially it will be by yourselves, meaning the team building it. You tend to hold it dearly, close to your heart, of course, and information flow. You don't want anything about the project to be compromised. Do you know what I mean? So you keep it close to your chest, and you feel as though the trust levels are not as high because in this crypto space you have to be I wouldn't say secretive, but you have to be covert in certain information flow, especially when you've launched the project, quote unquote, on the open network, as it were, or so to speak. So the Pi Core team, in this case, the Pi founders have found out that, and they I know they knew this all along, but they've actually found out that this project is a phenomenon, and at the same time, it is a huge undertaking because you're dealing with tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of people. So you have to be very cautious because everybody is going to come with their own take, their own opinions, and they will tell you what you need to do. However, you're like the epitome of the project, and you're the one that actually saw it start from the scratch because you built it initially. So, listen, I do understand where I believe they will stop at nothing to preserve the integrity of the project and to ensure that the plans, quote unquote, that they have for this project gains ground or gets better in that, or i.e., ensure that the utility-based process that we believe this project is on should gain ground. And that's one of them. That's one of their main takes of this project, seen as it's supposed to be utility-based. So they will most certainly, my internet's playing up. I hope this particular part of the recording comes to fruition because I've said so much. But they would hope and expect that the project gets to the levels that they want it to get to. So yes, I understand them in terms of that. Now, where I disagree with them is the flip side, where you've built a project to a certain phase, where you do have people who are knowledgeable, who are technically astute, whose opinions matter, and these are the people that you need to listen to as well because they have the best interest of the project at heart. So you need to listen to them. Now, if you don't listen to them, some may, stick with it. They will be sheep, they will follow, and those are the ones that eventually will lose out. Now, some may not stick with it because they're like, nah, I can see that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You're blinded by certain sentiments, and that's where the discontent is coming from. Do you know what I mean? So I do not agree with the fact that certain things are not shared among certain people, even certain Pi Core team members are not privy to some information, yet they are part of the Pi Core team. So when that happens, you're going to have issues with the the day-to-day running of the project. And that's what's been happening behind the scenes. Of course, I can't delve into details. If you want to know more details, you join the membership. And obviously the dark side, you are going to know it on the live member show, which will be happening at least twice a week. So I've already done one. As in, if you're a member, you watch it, you'll see me in this very clothing, this very outfit, doing that particular show. So it's very short, 8 minutes or 9 minutes. So you just watch it like a recorded version if you're a member. Of course, if you're not a member, you don't get to see it. You might see shorts, very limited shorts, but apart from that, you see nothing else. So what I'm trying to say here is the Pi Core team, in this case, the Pi founders, would have to understand that the project has grown now. The project is bigger than themselves. So they'll have to either extend the hand to ensure that other people who are knowledgeable in every department, be it technical, obviously in the sense that maybe, software engineering or programming or whatever, and then you got the marketing part where you get people who will be able to market the project properly. Then you got a PR, you've got the communication people who will be able to impart proper information. It doesn't have to be future information, it has to be present. Do you know what I mean? No past, no future, present. Present, what's happening right now or what's been happening behind the scenes, stuff like that. And of course, listen, you don't want certain things leaked, so you want to be very careful what information you impart to your members, the members of the Pi Core team, and of course, the information that you impart to the vast pioneer numbers as well. So I'm looking at all of those, and I've looked at both sides. I'm trying to be the moderator here. I'm not going to take sides, but listen, one hand or the other, the Pi Core team will stop at nothing. They'll stop at nothing as to what information comes out, and they will stop at nothing to even deliver whatever information that's needed. So they won't give you the information, and when they give it, it's extremely limited. So you don't get to see anything. Legally, I understand, because remember, it's headquartered in the United States, which means that they need to ensure that they follow certain laws in terms of this. So it's understandable. And of course, there are other countries to contend with where those countries' laws are also supposed to be abided by. So it is not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy. Therefore, if you want to know more details, because I've given you a bit here, the Pi Core team will stop at nothing. But if you want more details, become a member, because now the members are going to enjoy a lot more very deep, certain dark side of Pi Network that you will never see directly on this channel. Take care of yourselves, people, and smash the like button on your way out. Really love your, of course, thank you so much for being on this particular 10-minute show. Name is Ray, channel is Race United, and the word is peace and I love you all. Take care of yourselves. And let me know what content you want me to do as well.